Thank you all for being here. We'll get started in just a moment. If everybody could do me a quick favor, please take out your cell phones and put them on silent before we get started with the ceremony. Thank you so much. We'll get started in just a moment here.
Good evening, and thank you all for joining us. Would you all please stand and remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome parents, students, faculty, staff, and administration to the 2025 ceremony of the Piedra Vista High School Chapter National Honor Society. We are gathered here today formally to induct the students who have met the high standards of the National Honor Society and were approved by the Piedra Vista Faculty Council as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those National Honor Society alumni who may be among us today, we hope this will serve as a reminder of the standards of excellence each of you are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition organization. Today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for their membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve our school and community through activities including our annual blood drives, coordinating and working at our many road cleanups, and volunteering at Riverfest. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome new members who bring new energy and new ideas in support of our continuing work as NHS members. At this time, I would like to present our school principal, Mr. Kelly Thur.
Good evening, parents, mentors, and of course, our inductees tonight to our National Honor Society. And I'm going to speak more towards them, so I'm not ignoring you, but this is their night, so I'm going to speak more to them. Tonight, as you join one of the most prestigious organizations in the country, you are not only making a significant achievement, but also setting a stage for the remainder of your high school journey and for a future as leaders in your community. The National Honor Society, or NHS, was established in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals as the first nationwide organization to recognize outstanding high school students based on the 4 pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. While local and regional societies had existed before, NHS was founded to provide a unified national framework for recognizing the achievements of students in these areas. Today, NHS has grown to include more than 25,000 chapters across the United States, and millions of students have had the privilege of being inducted into this prestigious organization. Additionally, the creation of the National Junior Honor Society in 1929 extended this opportunity to middle school students, further broadening NHS's mission. The mission of NHS is simple but profound: to elevate both a school's commitment and the individual student's commitment to the 4 core values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These pillars have withstood the test of time, remaining as relevant today as they did over 100 years ago. One of the greatest measures of success for any NHS chapter is its impact on the community. National Honor Society chapters across the country make a significant difference through their volunteer efforts, and on average, NHS members contribute over 1 million hours of service annually. They raise millions of dollars for charitable causes, collect thousands of pounds of food for local food banks, and support causes such as blood donation drives and environmental initiatives. These contributions do come at a cost. That's your time, your energy, and your effort. But they also represent the tangible ways in which you begin making a meaningful difference in your community and beyond. The skills you are developing now through service and leadership are invaluable, and they are the exact qualities that future employers look for as leaders of their teams. Here at PV, the 4 pillars are not just ideals, they are woven into every fabric of what it means to be a Panther. They guide you, they challenge you, and they help you grow into the best version of yourself. Tonight, you become the embodiment of these pillars. Scholarship, the first pillar, is reflected in your academic achievements. It's the foundation of everything that you do here. As Nelson Mandela wisely stated, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Through hard work and perseverance, you've earned your place here tonight. You've demonstrated your commitment to your education and have laid the groundwork for future success, not just in school, but everything that you pursue. The service pillar is about giving back to your community, and it's more than just helping others. It's about actively making the world a better place. Whether it's through school projects like trash cleanup days, blood drives, or contributing to organizations like Boys and Girls Club or Big Brothers Big Sisters, Echo Food Bank, Special Olympics, you are making an impact that extends beyond the walls of PVHS. The third pillar, leadership, is about setting an example, motivating others, and fostering the sense of responsibility. As Simon Sinek puts it, leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. As student leaders, you've already stepped up, not only in the classroom, but also in extracurricular activities, athletics, and youth organizations. You've shown that leadership isn't about a title, it's about action, and it's about influence. Finally, character, the pillar that holds it all together. Once a Panther,
Always a Panther.
I was hoping they'd do that. It's not just a phrase that we say. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that who we are as Panthers isn't about just what we say, but it's about what we do. Each of you has embraced that notion by living out of the values of our school. We say it every morning: do your best, do what's right, treat others the way you want to be treated. Again, that is a call to action as well. Character means doing the right thing even when no one is looking, standing firm in your integrity, staying true to your values. That's what makes you a Panther. And that's what will define your actions both here and in the future as members of the National Honor Society. As you sit here before us tonight, know that you are not just inductees. You are the living proof of these 4 pillars. Your accomplishments so far are a glimpse of what's to come. My hope is that your desire to grow, learn, and contribute never fades. The values you embody today will continue to shape your journey, and I have no doubt you will continue to live up to your incredible potential through your membership in National Honor Society. Congratulations to each one of you on this well-deserved honor. Thank you for your commitment, thank you for your integrity, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Mr. Thur. We are honored to have a special guest speaker with us this evening. Ms. Natalie Sproul serves as the Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Farmington. She started her career with the city in 2008 as the Community Center Manager at Sycamore Park Community Center. Prior to that, Natalie was the Recreation Supervisor of Athletics in Coffeyville, Kansas. While working on her undergraduate degree, Natalie worked at the Topeka YMCA and the Emporia Recreation Commission. Her first job after college was in Kansas City working for Corporate Fitness Works as a personal trainer. Natalie holds a bachelor's degree in health promotion from Emporia State University and a master's degree in public administration from Liberty University. Service to her community is important to Natalie. She serves on the ECHO Board, Northwest New Mexico Seniors Board, Leadership San Juan Alumni Association, River Reach Foundation, Connie Mack World Series Executive Committee, and volunteers for the Special Olympics. At this time, I'd like to please welcome Mrs. Natalie Sproul.
Well, good evening and thank you. It is truly an honor to share the next few minutes with you reflecting on my personal and professional experiences related to the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. These guiding principles are not just values I carried in high school, they have become the foundation of my journey in serving my community through parks and recreation. Character is defined as upholding integrity and passion, or the moral qualities distinctive to an individual. I like to think of character as the traits we possess and act upon regardless of who's watching. In my role, integrity is essential, whether managing budgets, ensuring inclusivity in programming, or responding to the needs of the public with honesty and respect. Character means standing by ethical decisions, treating every individual with dignity, and always striving to do what is right for the community in which I serve. The American Society for Public Administration has a code of ethics and drives my character and decisions at work each and every day. I'm committed to promote the interest of the public and put service to the public above service to myself. Respect and support government constitutions and laws while seeking to improve laws and policies to promote the public good. Inform the public and encourage active engagement in governance. Be open, transparent, and responsive, and respect and assist all persons in dealing with public organizations. Treat all persons with fairness, justice, and equality, and respect individual differences, rights, and freedoms. To promote initiatives to reduce unfairness, injustice, and inequalities in society. To provide accurate, honest, comprehensive, and timely information and advice to elected and appointed officials and governing board members and to all staff members in my organization. Adhere to the highest standards of conduct to inspire public confidence and trust in public service. Strengthen personal capabilities to act competently and ethically and encourage the professional development of others. Scholarship is a commitment to lifelong learning. It is more than just academic excellence, it is a dedication to continuous learning and growth. St. Francis de Sales is credited with the quote, "Bloom where you are planted," and I like to add, and learn all you can from all of your experiences. While I was working on my undergraduate degree, I had an opportunity in one of my classes that left a lasting impression on me. My professor, Dr. Donna Allen, had a panel of some of her closest friends, and each one represented a different decade in life. She had a friend on the panel that was 7, another one in their teens, 20s, and so on, with the oldest being in their 90s. Her friends were from all walks of life. The assignment for me was to come to this particular class with some questions that they could be personal or professional in nature, and they had to be appropriate for all members of the panel. As I took part in asking questions to complete the assignment, I realized that each person on the panel answered the questions with a little different perspective, and how those different perspectives provided rich conversation and a more well-rounded view of life. As stated, I spent 10 years at Sycamore Park Community Center, and among the many things I did at the community center, one task I had was leading group exercise, teaching a senior fitness class. I was 27 years old when I started this. Now, if you would have told me when I began this adventure that I would play the role of the student and gain rich wisdom from my friends in the ages of 60 to 90, I probably would have laughed right in your face. However, blooming where I was planted in that season, I have many dear friends and have learned many life lessons from the wisdom of those senior students. Another treasured, more traditional example in my life that has really shaped the person I am today was successfully completing my master's program nearly 20 years after I graduated with my undergraduate degree. I must remind you that when I graduated with my first degree, the internet was considered taboo, and 90% of my research had to be in text or print. Again, I encourage you to do hard things, continue to challenge yourself, and never forget to learn from each opportunity. One definition of leadership is the ability to inspire and empower others. Robert Greenleaf defines servant leadership as prioritizing people. Servant leaders develop, empower, and ensure the well-being of people in their organizations. I like to call this celebrating the fortes of everyone on my team. Each of us are created with incredible talents and gifts to share in a workplace, a community, and in our families. John Wooden defined a leader as a servant, a team builder, has faith in people, can be led, uses his heart as well as his head, has high goals and the effort to achieve them, sets things in motion, and I might add here, and trusts his team to carry out the mission. Bruce Brown, the director of proactive coaching, has this to say about leadership, and I think it's good stuff. As the leader of a great team, do more than what is expected. Be willing to go the extra mile in both work and relationships. Be a get-it-done teammate, but don't stop there. Get it done, and then some. You must show up every day and a little bit more. You must commit to hard work and a little bit more. You must start your own engine and bring your enthusiasm and a little bit more. You must choose to work with intensity and concentration and a little bit more. You must believe that preparation is the point and the answer and a little bit more. You must communicate, encourage, and inspire and a little bit more. You have to believe that character is more important than talent and a little bit more. You must value all roles and everyone's contribution and a little bit more. You must commit to protecting the team and a little bit more. You must buy into something bigger than yourself and a little bit more. Serve first, be the example, be the lifeline of communication, praise others, protect and defend, be loyal. Know your core covenants and be a problem solver. Encourage and be mentally tough. I've left service as the last pillar to share with you this evening because it is the one that comes the most natural to me and is at the heart of what I do. After a lot of reflection, it is probably the quality that has been a part of my life for the longest period of time. Growing up in the small Kansas town of Elk Falls, population 100, is truly where I learned the value of service and its impact on those around me, and in turn, has given me my life's motto, which is having a passion for service excellence. It is my life's work to be devoted to others, honoring and serving others above myself. Parks and Recreation is a lot more than just maintaining green spaces. They are about creating places where people connect, play, grow, learn, and find joy. From organizing special events to developing programs for everyone in our community, my work allows me to give back each and every day. Service means making a difference, whether through providing safe recreational opportunities, supporting conservation efforts, or fostering a sense of community. The 4 pillars of the National Honor Society are not just ideals, they are a way of life. They have guided me in shaping communities, fostering well-being, and ensuring that Parks and Recreation continue to be a source of joy and quality of life for generations to come. Seek justice, love mercy, and walk humbly. To all current and future NHS members, know that the values you uphold today will continue to serve you in whichever path you choose. And as the KID president says, no matter where life leads you, be on the path that leads to awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sproul. Membership in the Piedra Vista High School chapter of National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the society. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Piedra Vista High School chapter of National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Our officers will review these qualities for candidates. The first quality is character.
The first pillar of the Honor Society is character. Character is the force within each individual that distinguishes yourself from others. It gives us each our individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, striving daily to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities, such as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, caring, and citizenship. We may hope to prove by example that we value character.
The second pillar is scholarship.
The second pillar of the Honor Society is scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to a lifelong learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one of the great elements in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only through one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light that illuminates the future. These candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherited through scholarship.
The third pillar is leadership.
Leadership is the third pillar of the Honor Society. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school and the community. In taking the initiative in class and in school activities, a true leader strives to aid others to attain a common objective and to help those who need guidance. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a strong and wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is an important charge to each of our members.
The last pillar is service.
The final, most important pillar of Honor Society is service. Service can be described as the willingness to give freely of oneself to help those in need. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of others without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. This type of community involvement is of great benefit to the person doing service and those being served. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
At this time, we are going to hand out certificates of membership. I would like to bring Mr. Thur and Cody Dudgeon back to the stage.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you guys so much for your commitment to scholarship and your newly dedicated commitment to service, leadership, and character. As I call your names, please come up to our table here, grab a candle, and light your candle from any of the 4 candles we have up here. Return to your seat and set your induction certificate down and wait for us to give the NHS pledge. Jonathan, if you'll come on up here, you can hand out the forms as Mr. Thirst shakes everyone's hands. I'll read their names and hand them up to you up front. All right. Once again, thank you all for being here. Congratulations to our new members. I'd like to start with Tristan Adam Bachenklani. Joshua Boyd. Olivia Hazel Chavez. Aiden Coleman. Haley Doyle. Caitlin Eaton. Alyssa Estrada. Kale Gallion. Sophie Giblet. Ian Brett Gladden. Landon Henrik. Aiden Holmes. Reese Johnson. Rebecca Laird. Ryan Patrick Loney. Alyssa Mackey. Addison Marshall. Mackenzie Mortensen. Drusilla Neighbors. I'll take Mortensen back. Natalia Olga Ordaz. Relight your candle. Johan Padiernos. Crew Pennington. Peter Rodriguez. Brady David Sandoval. Isabel Schmidt. Kinvey Bobby Shirley. Carson Stone. Eliana Thornburg. Natalie Vihill. Haley Sarah Womack. Congratulations, sophomores. Now for our juniors inductees. Dalcy Danica Lynn Begay. Destiny Esmeralda Benitez. Lily Brahoni Gomez. Zachary Cody Dodge. Anderson Hill. Jessica Elise Lehrman. Cayetana Mosquera Rodriguez. Jaden Saunders. That is everyone.
NHS inductees and members will now repeat the National Honor Society pledge. So if you all will please repeat after me. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing,
I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing,
to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader,
intelligently and courageously to be a leader,
to give of myself freely in service to others,
to give of myself freely in service of others,
and to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character.
and to hold this fundamental.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy
I shall prove myself worthy
of a place in the National Honor Society.
in a place in the National Honor Society.
You may blow out your candles and be seated. I would now like to introduce our advisor, Mr. Cody Dudgeon, to conclude the ceremony. Mr. Dudgeon has been a teacher here at PV since the 2015 to 2016 school year. He became the co-advisor of our chapter of National Honor Society in 2017 and the full-time advisor in 2018. Welcome, Mr. Cody Dudgeon.
I really love this job. National Honor Society has been one of the greatest parts of my career as an educator. These young people commit themselves to things far beyond what I ever thought I could do when I was a high school student, and far beyond what I would have expected of high school students in the modern era. They have grown past what they could be and have become something more than that, dedicating themselves to these four pillars. First of all, though, I would like to congratulate the parents, families, guardians, and mentors of these young people who have achieved such high scholastic endeavor. One of my favorite quotes from an author that I've enjoyed for a long time, Louis D'Amour, is to say that the best of all things is to learn. Money can be lost, things can be taken away or stolen, physical health can go away. However, what you learn is yours forever. Continue on your road to scholarship and continue to learn each and every day. Again, congratulations to those people who have guided these young, amazing, scholarly people into where they are today. The support, motivation, and encouragement that they have received are what led them to be here tonight and will continue to guide them on their path to success. As their mentors, I encourage you to work beside them. As you have heard, membership in the National Honor Society requires dedication to those four principles: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. I ask you, their parents, their role models, their friends, to dedicate yourself to these pillars alongside your amazing students. Help them meet these standards by encouraging them to attend meetings, participate in as many service events as possible, take a lead role, create service events themselves and projects that will benefit causes worthy of their time, and of course, help them to maintain the high academic standards they have already achieved. Together, we can all make our community, our school, and our society what we would like to see in the future better. Inductees, you have already shown a dedication to scholastic pursuits. The very high GPA that you have achieved is commendable and should not be overlooked. However, you have now committed yourself to going above and beyond the expectations and daily endeavors of an average high school student. If there's one thing that is evidenced by your daily choices, it is your character. What do you do when no one's around? The teacher steps out of the room for a moment while you're taking a test after school. You know Google has the answer and you're struggling to figure it out. Do you look? You finish an assignment early. Do you watch YouTube, rewatch highlights from your last football game? Or do you act as a role model for those around you and start reading for the next day, studying for exam, preparing yourselves for your future? The answer to these types of questions demonstrates your true character. Being honest and following the rules while others is watching, that's important. But being true to yourself and maintaining your own high standards is paramount and will eventually reveal your true character to the rest of the world. Another way to share character is through service to others. Many see this pillar as a means to an end. It looks good on a college application, and it may help you get into a better school. Others see it as a required but somewhat inconvenient necessity of membership in the National Honor Society. Is that truly community service when you're doing it for those extrinsic benefits? I encourage you to flip the script. True community service is an attitude, a commitment to doing something worthwhile that benefits others at your own expense, even when it is difficult, even when it's time-consuming, or even if it gets you out of bed on a 6-degree day when you'd rather sleep in. In the end, when you take on a service mindset, you will find that you've done something worthwhile, something you can continue to be proud of. In order to maintain the exceptional nature of our organization and then build upon that service mindset, I encourage you to cultivate a leadership mindset. Leadership is not about being elected to an office or being the CEO of a large organization. Leadership comes from within. It is an ability cultivated through practice over time. Are you someone who goes along with the crowd because it is easy? Or do you stand up for your convictions and do what is necessary when it is hard or there is no reward? Do you set goals and show others how to meet them? Do you know when something needs to be changed or when someone needs help? Ask yourself, how can I make that change? How can I help? These are the questions a leader responds to. I encourage you to find a purpose, a vision as a member of the National Honor Society, and then lead others in a lofty goal, even if failure is possible. This year, several of our members have created a plan to make a workshop for all of the National Honor Societies across the district, including the Junior Honor Societies. This is a lofty goal. It includes over 200 students. We have to coordinate buses. We have to ensure that there are people there to help teach them about the four pillars. And then we have to find a way to collaborate with them and create a service project that would involve all of those honor societies. We have recently received news that we earned a $1,000 grant to help us pay for that. Thank you to our Vice President, Danica. This is what NHS means, is to find a way to commit to others, to commit yourself to a project that is beyond the scope of your own school and provides service to a larger part of your community. Remember, your goal here is not just one of those four pillars, but to meet them all. Gain people's trust because of your courage, your passion, and your empathy, and then take them on a journey that empowers every individual who follows you and those whom you may aid. To end our ceremony, I want to leave all of you with a quote from Ernest Shackleton, a renowned Antarctic explorer who led his crew through immense hardship, stranded in the frozen wilderness. He said, "Leadership is a fine thing, but it is the courage to lead that sets a man apart. It is service to others in the face of adversity that shows true character." Shackleton's words reflect the essence of service and leadership, showing up not just when it is convenient, but when it is most difficult, when your strength and courage can inspire others to follow and can inspire you to continue to lead. Congratulations to our new inductees and their families. Welcome to the Piedra Vista High School chapter of the National Honor Society. All right, thank you all for being here. Honor Society members, please throw your candles back into the basket. The rest of you, please join us out in the hall for refreshments. We have some cake and ice cream, some punch out there. If you're interested in purchasing a shirt or paying National Honor Society dues, please find us outside. We'll have a couple tables set up just in a couple of minutes. Thank you all.
Wait.
There was two of them that got me through, Luke.
I just got there and I was like, where's my speech?
Well, it ended up underneath some of this other stuff.
I was like, where's my speech?